This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
What's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. What up, sis?
What's happening? You
Man,
almost got me.
what a day. That's all I can say is what a day.
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
But we're here.
We're here. Okay, people, check on your people. Make sure everybody's good. You know, we love everybody. Okay, we want to make sure that we continue to check on our people, y'all. Gotta check on them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I have
man.
to say, just because a person has a smile on their face does not mean they're happy.
Yeah. Yep. What does that song say? The tears of a clown, you know, when no one's around. You could be so happy, but you know, inside you're broken. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who's going through something. Understand that there's somebody that can talk to you, that can help you, that can just be there for you. All right, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, and again, shout out to everybody. Even if you're just trying to, you got an idea that you're starting, you know, that you haven't manifested yet. Continue. When we have these guests on the show, they tell their story. And believe me, even though we think we've gone through some of these people have gone through, man, something like Miss Arkansas.
Right. You know, there's a saying that when you think you've been through the worst, there's someone who's been through something even more worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes we have to sit back when we're complaining about, oh, this is happening, that's happening. We have to learn how to look at our blessings.
Thank you.
Sometimes we're going through things because, you know, those blessings are there, but we don't see the blessings. We just see the negativity.
Because we're mired in that, you know, we're taught, okay, if something goes wrong, woe is me, you know, we're not taught that, but that's what happens. That's society, you know, but it's not woe is me. If something goes wrong, you move around, keep moving around. What's going on, Marcella?
Hey, I didn't get the memo. Y'all didn't send me the memo. I was supposed to wear gold today.
Gold is for the honey.
But you know what?
I'm
gold and glowing. So okay, I got the memo.
Oh, well, you're light skin, so you gold.
I'm brown.
No, you're light.
I'm beige, brown.
Casper the Friendly Ghost, you light.
She put beige and brown.
No, you see that? You see that? She trying to mix.
Beige, I'm brown.
Trying to mix up color. Hey man, shout out to Miss Arkansas, man. She out there doing it. Amina Chandler, thank you for hanging out with us. Man, Marcy was just saying, what a day, man. What a day. Check on your loved ones. Check on your loved ones.
Please. If they say something that they're going through something, please don't dismiss them. You know, and if there's nothing you can say or do, talk to someone else to see if they can get help. You just never know what someone is going through. You never know how much a person can take. as well. Please do not dismiss them.
Please don't dismiss them. Please.
And I have to give a bit of advice with that, because
Mhm.
most of the time when people tell you what they're going through, there's always you tend to throw in your story. Oh, you know, that happened to me, and da da
Please
da
don't
da.
do it.
It's
That's
not about you at that
not
point.
about you. Yeah.
Listen to them.
Yeah.
Don't throw your story in there when they're trying to express theirs, because now you have just diminished what they're feeling or what they're trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say that, because it happens a lot. It happens a lot when someone
Yes.
says, "Hey, I'm going through this," and then that person that they're talking to, they want to throw in their story and compare it.
Yeah. That's
But you know what? Sometime when you throw in your story, it could be, hey, I understand kind of what you're going through because I've gone through something similar. And this is how I was able to get through that storm. So it's not always where you're diminishing, you're letting them know, I do understand. Because if I'm telling you I went through A, B, and C, and you're like, oh yeah, mm-hmm. But I know for a fact you have no clue what I've gone through, so you can't really understand. And just because, too, like you said, when you throw in your story, does not necessarily, like I said previously, mean that because I made it through, that you're going to also make it through, and you can go through the same way. We grieve differently. We handle different. We handle trauma in different manners. So just I want to say, be mindful if you want to tell your story. Make sure it's applicable to the situation, and and that is something that might be able to help them, not just, girl, I went through that, or guy, I went through that. Yeah.
And
So whatever.
And see, Marcy, I was going to say something, but you went through the whole thing. Same thing Gina was saying. Okay. We, like when my father died years ago, and I'm quite sure there's other people out there, Angie's father just died, but we grieve differently. We all grieve differently. So when to Gina's point, somebody comes and say, well, man, you know what? I know how you feel. You do not know how I feel.
Boom.
All right. You know how you felt when that happened, but you don't know how I feel. Because again, like you said, like Gina said, we grieve differently. So again, man, be sympathetic, be an ear, as Marcy said, listen, Gina said, listen to them, but let's get it off of us and just let them say what they have to say. You know what I'm saying? We're fine. That's why they're coming at us. We're okay. They think they see us as comfort right now. We're not comforting when we say, oh, that happened to me. I understand how you feel. You don't understand how I feel.
Or get over it. I've heard those people tell others, well, just get over it. Things happen. Poop happens. That's crazy right there.
I don't know about the poop happens, but
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Angie says, absolutely. I've even been told I should be done grieving. Who says that? But everyone does grieve different. I still grieve my father after 8 years. All right. I still grieve him because we talked. We had a great relationship. We talked. So, my son, same thing. He was at every football game, you know what I'm saying? And this and that. So that's a void. But again, we said we weren't going to do this. So we're going to wait until we have someone here that can help us with this conversation. All right. Although Marcy knows a lot about it, she's pushing that to the side so that we can have someone else on here they can talk about it a little bit more succinctly. So thank you, Marcy, for your advice earlier. And we're going to get to you guys with a really good show about mental health and things of that nature. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Now we can put the smiles back on. Let's go back.
I just want to ask also, should we be preparing for the eclipse? Like I was thinking about that. Should I go get glasses? What if I happen to look up stuff at the sky?
Marcy, I'm gonna let you have this.
Okay. All right. I've been in meetings the past several weeks. I have a meeting tomorrow regarding this. Yes. Do not look at it with your bare eyes. It can damage your eyes. You might not see the effect for 24 to 48 hours. There are glasses out there. Make sure you get them. I believe it either NASA approved or ISO approved glasses. And one way to tell if they're the correct glasses, look through the lens. And if you can barely see anything on a good day in your room, in your home, then those should be okay as well. One of the biggest issues for the state of Indiana for the weekend, a couple of days prior to the 8th, which is Monday when the eclipse is expected to come, and a couple of days after, the big issue is not the eclipse. The big issue is transportation, the roads. They're expecting like over 1 million people coming in from all over the place, not just Indiana, but other states as well, coming in to see the eclipse. If there is a mental illness, someone with a mental illness in your family, this is a question I asked last week at our meeting. Will it affect someone? It can affect and trigger someone that does have a mental illness. It can trigger your animals as well. Now, one thing, some areas they're saying it's going to be cloudy. You probably won't see a doggone thing. But still, because so many people are coming in to Indiana, different states where you're going to be able to see it, they're expecting gridlocks. They're expecting no rooms left at the hotels. Also, first responders. If there is so much traffic and gridlocks that they're saying that first responders might not even be able to get out. We are on full alert with the Red Cross. I'm sure the first responders are on full alert as well. Just be very mindful. They're telling you, everyone, do your grocery shopping several days before Monday, before the weekend if possible. Make sure you have snacks, water in your car in case you get stuck in traffic. They were saying the last time there was a big eclipse, someone had to go somewhere like from work to home or school to home. And normally it takes 15 minutes. It took them 12 hours. So if you only have a little bit of gas and you're getting stuck for hours in traffic, you will more than likely run out of gas. If you don't have any food, if you're diabetic or something, have an illness or something where you need to have meals or something to eat at intervals, please have snacks, have water, have gas, do your grocery shopping. If you don't have to go out, don't go out. I know in Maryville, Indiana, they're looking at if it's not a cloudy day, a little bit over 95% coverage. But they're saying, people just kind of lose their minds because it's a phenomenal or whatever.
So why does it?
Just be careful.
Why does it do that? Why does it affect people? I mean, when you look at
you know how they say a lot of times people laugh about when they say, oh, it's a full moon, people get affected. I don't know. I just asked regarding mental illness because I am a mental illness. I am an advocate for that. And at our meeting, I did ask, should we be concerned regarding that? And they said, absolutely. One of the fire chiefs had been in a meeting with, I believe, the mental health departments. And they said it can trigger. It doesn't necessarily have to trigger, but it can trigger animals and it can trigger someone with a mental illness. And it like throws off your equilibrium. It's something that it throws off. But just be mindful of that. If you have someone with a mental illness in your family.
That's everybody.
With your dogs, pretty much, yeah. With your dogs, your cats, your animals. And again, just be mindful that the traffic can be horrendous. They're saying Indianapolis is really going to get it. More southern Indiana.
So regular sunglasses just
absolutely not. Absolutely not. No regular sunglasses. You can get the glasses for like $2 or $3. I know like Myers, Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot.
All the movie theaters. All the movie theaters that got 3D.
But you know what? I don't know if those are the same. I don't know if they're the same as the ones for the eclipse. But again, they're saying that it can damage your eyes. You will not notice the effect right away.
Okay. So why are you so interested in the eclipse phenomenon? Joan Brown says.
I have no clue. I'm trying to figure that out as well.
Because it comes once every
a lot of years.
Yeah, I don't even remember how many years. I want to say 24, but I'm probably wrong.
And
But
I,
it's
mhm,
something that you don't see every day.
right.
And I think
Because,
also the curiosity.
and I
So,
know in the
so if I
Maryville
put my
area,
if I put my glasses up just a little bit, it ain't gonna hurt.
okay, whatever. But I know in Maryville area, they're talking about, I think around 12:46 p.m. to about 2:51 p.m. is the time lapse in Maryville. And it's pretty much in the smack dab in the middle of the day. It's going to look like it's nighttime. So
It's
you have
Arkansas.
schools coming out.
They said they're gonna close them.
Yeah, they're expecting over 1 million people.
She said my pastor
And
said
and it gets totally dark.
five
Yeah,
thousand dollars.
it's going to be like nighttime. It's going to be like nighttime.
So it's gonna be wow. Hey, Dope Living TV member, Mr. Christopher Lane. He said they saying none of this in Vegas. They saying hit the machines. Yes. Yes. So I won't. No, I'm not gonna be looking at the eclipse. I'm gonna be on a slot machine. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, just
Yeah.
please.
She says people get too extra about the wrong things. Just my personal opinion.
Wouldn't it be crazy if the slots just went berserk and everybody just started winning?
Ooh-wee.
I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there, man. This is okay. There's a relationship question. The eclipse come, right?
The what?
The eclipse comes, right? So what are you?
Stop, Greg. You got that look. Stop him, Gina. Stop him. He got that look already before he even get it out.
All right, let me ask
Lord,
you.
here we go.
Let me ask the normal questions then, okay? And thank you guys for indulging with us. Okay, we've had some news today, and we've had some thought-provoking things going on today. So we're gonna talk about it when it's appropriate to talk about it, and we just all over the place right now, but we're gonna get back on track. Thank you, Marcella, for all of that information on the eclipse. I don't know about it. Like I said, I think it's happened before, but basically, guys, don't. The key word in front of all of your stuff is don't. All right, just don't.
Yeah, without the glasses, pretty much.
There it is. Hey, why do people cheat?
What Gina?
Sign language.
I would say one, insecurity. I would say for one, insecurity could be one. Yes, insecurity.
There's so many different reasons. Some people do it to get back at someone else. Some people do it for insecurity.
Some just greedy
because it's just a habit.
Men do it because we get to a certain age, we want to see if we still got it. So we don't think we're going to get caught. I'm just putting it like it is.
It's young men do it as well. Some are just insensitive, just don't care. There are a goo-gob of reasons for that.
Goo-gob. Hey, back to the eclipse. Cynthia Rudd, Miss Arkansas, she says, wouldn't it be crazy if the Lord everyone was looking up?
Ooh-wee.
I'm gonna put that back up later. I'm gonna put that back up before we leave. Okay? Wouldn't it be? Joan Brown says people cheat because they want to. Angie says,
come on, Joan.
Angie says some cheat because they're not satisfied.
There are many reasons. Greg, answer that, honey. Answer that question, please.
Well, I'm saying a lot of men. I can only speak from my viewpoint. A lot of men, because there's a couple of reasons. Sometimes we get bored. We think we the bedroom champ sometime, okay? And it's really and so we try to take that championship belt outside of the room, our marital bed, okay? And it really don't work that way, all right? Because what's done in the dark will soon come to the light. Everybody that's out there cheating, come on, y'all, you're gonna get caught. At some point, you're gonna slip up. You're gonna leave a receipt in your pocket. You're gonna leave the condoms in the car. You're gonna get caught. Let's go.
My question. So if you're bored, why stay in that relationship if you're bored or don't want to be
to the casino?
Lord.
So you can cheat up there. Okay, y'all ready for this answer here? Cheating is basically a greed thing.
And I said earlier, you're greedy.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't understand it because I really feel that sex is different depending on how you feel about that person. If you go in with no feelings, it's just an action. That's just my opinion.
That's sex,
When
but the
when
other way
it's
is
with
love.
when it's with somebody that you have deep feelings for, it's gonna feel different. So you're doing it because what?
Greedy.
Greedy.
Really. Miss Arkansas said because they don't have but one eye down there. Joan Brown says no reason for cheating. Those are excuses. No is still a word. Absolutely, Joan. I mean,
yeah.
I've never. Let me think. Hold on.
Yeah. Don't, wait. Be careful. What?
No, honestly, I've never cheated. It can be misconstrued though. If I'm not in a relationship and a committed relationship, we both said, yeah, we this. I'm him, you her. I can really see who I want to see, right? We've gone out a couple of times and we said we go out, but I can see who I want to see, right? Oh, look at y'all. Okay. No answer. What's up, Natalie?
Hey,
Byron
Natalie.
says, some folks think that the only thing that is better than sex is new sex.
And I've heard guys say that.
Miss Arkansas said, if I'm not enough, just leave. Yeah.
Miss Arkansas, that's what I said. If you don't want to be with that person, why go out and cheat? Just go.
There is no excuse for cheating, and I think it's really you look at all of these movies and even real life examples, and look how stupid they look when they get when they get caught. Look how dumb they look. That is the. I wish I had a camera for everybody I saw that got caught cheating, and they'd be like, "It's," and the first thing they say, "This ain't what it look. This ain't what it looked like."
What it look like?
Right? I'm like, what does it look? You trying to play the Jedi man trick? Okay, it looks just like you. And then they take them home. They take them to your house and cheat. Why would you do that? Because she said she's gonna be late for work. Okay, she got off early. Now what you gonna do? It ain't what it looks like.
That's such lack of respect, lack of you just don't care when you're taking chances like that. To me, you know that if you're cheating, or especially if you bring someone to your home, there's a possibility of you getting caught. And your thought pattern, in my opinion, is I don't care if I get caught because there's a possibility that you may get caught. It's a 50%.
Your neighbors will see.
And then you're begging.
Your kids might come home early.
Then you're doing the Keith Sweat. You begging, man. I'm sorry. Shut up. You're not sorry. You're just sorry you got caught.
Yeah, that's
what I was getting ready to say.
That's it.
Sorry, your dumb ass got caught. Miss Arkansas said, if you cheat on me, you'll cheat on your taxes.
Oh, Miss Arkansas, really? Taxes. You got to come better than that one.
Is it true about detaching from a family in unhealthy situations? Y'all don't have to answer that. I got a video. Check this out.
I feel like it's harder to detach from family members than it is from relationships.
Ooh, I think maybe the word detach is what makes it hard. For some people, detaching from family may be unrealistic, right? Your family may be your community. It may be your only immediate line to resources. And so it's not so much about detaching, it's about rearranging the relationship. You feel me? The good thing about being an adult is you get to decide how you relate to another person. You feel me? The way you related to your mama or your auntie or your sister 15 years ago is not the way y'all got to relate now. And if you trying to make me a bank, I don't have to let you relate to me like that. We don't have to relate financially at all. And I can still be a great brother, a great cousin, a great son. When Kitty is talking about boundaries, practically, it's you have to decide legitimately, what are the bounds of your relationship with these people, right? Why do you have them in spaces in your life that they know you got extra money? You know what I'm saying? Why is everybody so welcome up in your crib, welcome up in your fridge? Why is that the environment that you want to continue to create for all of these people that rely on you like that? If not, there are some actual conversations that need to be had out loud. Hey, listen, the way we've been moving, it doesn't necessarily serve me anymore. I feel that maybe I've extended myself just a little bit too much, and we've gotten used to some things that are not healthy for me anymore.
Respect.
Can you detach like that?
I like his word rearranging, because when it becomes when it's your family, sometimes it's hard to not be around some family members. But if you rearrange your relationship and how you interact with them, like he said, if you have extra money, you're getting more money. Why does everyone?
Have
Why
to
do
know
they all
about.
know about that?
Yeah.
Right. Number one, learn to say no. I have a lot of people upset with me right now because lately, I've been a lot of times who a lot of people come to, friends, family members, and lately I just tell them, how it starts. Well, I just want you to know. I said I don't need to hear it,
Right.
because it's a certain way that they've come to you, and you know what's coming next. And I'm like, no, well, I haven't asked. Well, no. Well, can you just hear me out? Nope. If you're coming for money, nope. If you need me to do something, I'm sorry, I can't do it right now. No, I have to take time for Marcy. And that's something that I'm learning more and more. And when they see that I'm doing more things of what I want to do, it's like, well, you have time to do all that. And I'm looking at you like,
That's
it's
when
my
they come
life.
at you.
It's me.
That's when they
Yeah,
come
it's
at
my life. Right. You don't care. Not right now. I'm not. Love you. Sorry. And I've been labeled mean right now, and I'm okay. If that's what you want to call me, I'm good.
Hey, in response to the cheating question, John Brown says a cheating person is weak. Temptation is a mighty strong opponent.
Yes.
Byron says, I recently was reading about the conjoined twins, who one of them got married, and I have so many questions.
Byron, I saw that too. I was trying to figure that one out.
A moment of silence, right? Okay.
That right there was interesting. I think they were conjoined in the chest at that, I believe.
It's two heads. One arm is controlled by this head, another arm controlled by this head. I saw them hugging.
But like, wasn't it, their chest was like, were they joined?
Yeah, I don't know where they was conjoined at, and I'm not gonna look for the picture.
So wouldn't he be marrying both of them?
No, it's two people. They're two hearts. Two hearts, two lungs, maybe two arms on two people.
Ain't got no two but JJ's though.
You never know.
So when he calling the ones, this dude got him a menage a twizzle.
A twizzle.
I think that's why he married her. I think that's why he married her. I get two for the price of one.
I'm not in the market to go out there. Look, God bless them; they're still alive and thriving. Okay, but I'm not out there in the market. I'm not gonna go to a club and I see this girl with two heads and be like, "Man, she fine." And I'm sorry.
Which one?
I'm not going to the grocery store and trying to pick up a two-headed woman. I'm not going to church and saying, "Oh, that's a nice hat you got on." And by the way, your hat look nice too. I'm not going to do all of that. Miss Arkansas said 2 heads are better than 1. If my head get tired, use hers.
I
they share the same lower body. Natalie Murphy said yes, they're joined. I have questions about that marriage too. Yes,
Natalie, I think we all do.
Jones says I have twin sons. One seeks friends and popularity, and the other twin could care less about being liked or popular. Both raised in the same household, same parent. Byron says, well, they do say that 2 heads are better than 1. I'm sorry, I'm not out there looking for that though. So my question is, who that is, Harpo? Who that dude? You know? And I mean, let's check him. I mean, love, but you know,
again, 2 for the price of 1.
I told you, man. Look, but what happens? Here's the funny part. This relationship, y'all know we talk dirty on relationship anyway. Okay, so when they have sex, do they got 4 titties? I don't know. But when they have sex, and it's time for that moment,
the other one's there listening and right there.
Okay,
but not being satisfied.
Or do four eyes roll in the back of their head at the same time?
I can't stand you, Greg. Shut up.
I bet them hands come together. They clapping in, though, ain't they? All the way from over
But
here.
you know what? He said they had the same lower body. So then, do they all feel this? Do they?
That's what I'm
both
saying.
Feel the same thing then?
When he hitting it, does he hit it left first, then he hit it right?
It's just disgusting the whole conversation right now.
It's just weird.
What if the husband wanted a specific act and one isn't game for it? Both of the heads are down there.
Oh.
So
what's the next question?
Well, what if the other one wants to get married?
The other one just getting bald. Oh, Gina. Oh, that's a.
Then it'll be a foursome.
So now she ain't got to. The other one can never get married now because it's gonna be real weird. It's gonna be really
Why not?
weird.
It's already weird. What's the difference? It's already crazy.
The other one has a vibrator.
Oh.
Thank you for clearing that up, Miss Arkansas. What's going on, Karen Day?
Hey, Karen.
All right, we got to stop talking.
Can we have another question, please?
That sex situation sounds like a whole mess, man. It's
a whole hot mess, hot garbage.
Hey, he knew what he was doing, though. I just have to say that he knew what he was doing.
Dude knew. He probably high-fived everybody before he did this, man. He went around every place, man. I'm marrying conjoined twins, dude. Guess what? Yeah, boy. Yeah.
You know what? Have you guys seen the videos? It's called Daryl's World, where the guy always talk about whose house we at now today, and he's talking about food. And I'm gonna say, just like he says, they need to go to jail. All three of them. That's crazy.
That's just going. I'm with Gina though. That's going to create a problem for the other. What if the other one wants to get married? Then what's she going to do? And how would and then I want to know who that other man is, Harpo. I want to know who he is. What What's
that
wrong?
whole conjoined body would be in the middle. They have their chest here, so that means their backsides are this way. So that husband this way and that husband that way, and that whole body is in the middle. They just got to face each other while they sleep. Oh, morning breath, everything right in each other's face. Ooh.
That ain't the only breath they're gonna have.
Ooh.
So what if one wants to go to anyway?
What's the next question, huh?
Moving on.
Moving on.
Please.
You in a relationship, do you think you should ever fully, before I answer that question, ask that question? Karen Day says maybe they discussed it and she's okay with being single.
She ain't single. She part of that marriage.
But she
I
doubled.
don't consider them single either. Like
every second.
Married both of them in my eyes.
She didn't say that. She didn't take the vows. That had to be a messed up Sarah. Let's move on for real.
He's committing. He's having marital sex and fornication.
So that goes back to the first question.
Why are we still talking about this?
About cheating, right? And he cheating with her sister. Wow. But you know what? He doing it in broad daylight. So whatever. I mean, hey, she know. Okay. Why should you ever really truly trust your mate?
That again? I didn't hear the last part.
Should you really? You've been together. But should you really, truly trust that person that you've been with?
I hope that I can.
I'm with her. I'm with Marcy. Like,
I'm saying that I can trust.
Be able to trust him.
I wouldn't want to marry that person.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it takes time.
That's a weird question. It's just a weird question to me.
It takes time for you to really, truly trust that person because you have to get to know that person. But for me, if I don't think I can trust
a committed relationship or a marriage without trust.
Yeah.
Not saying that you're going, but I mean, you know how people go into these things, but there's a 1%, 10% thing in your head saying, you know what, and that's going with the other question too. But matter of fact, I'll go ahead and ask that question. So you're in that. You're saying yes, you should do this, okay, but how would you handle it if you think your man or your woman is cheating?
I'm not gonna do anything if I'm just thinking. If I just think that, I'm not gonna. No.
If I see
that just opens up a Pandora's box because whatever whatever he or she does in the dark is coming to the light anyway. You don't have to search for it.
Doesn't
It's
that
coming
bring
out
in?
anyway.
Come out.
Doesn't that bring in the
And then be
mistrust? Though?
confrontation. Huh?
Doesn't that bring in the mistrust?
Mm-mm. I'm
Because
gonna
now
trust him
he's
until he proves me
Yeah,
different.
until you give me reason not to.
That's
See.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You suspect, you think, because
Well, but the thing
you're
is,
getting those reasons.
If I'm thinking that, then that means I'm seeing something.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
trusting you until you give me a reason not to. If you're now giving me a reason not to trust you because you're coming in smelling like perfume, you got lipstick on your collar, you're coming right in, and I know, like, let's say you're smelling all fresh and soapy, and I know you done been out for the past few hours, and it smell like you just came out the shower all of a sudden. If
But
you're giving me signs,
yeah, but you that's a sign to you, right? So, but what if he just went to the gym and showered up and did all of that stuff, with his guys? Let's read this comment here. Tanisha said, "I used to share everything with my ex-husband, but when we got into arguments, he would throw it back in my face. It took me a long time to trust again." Karen says, "You can't live in paranoia. Why go into something with a bunch of reservations? If I'm suspicious, there are signs."
Right, and that's what I'm saying. If they're giving you, you're trusting the person again until they give you reason not to, and then that.
She said she's gonna give him a butt check.
Oh.
Listen, Miss Arkansas.
Myra says you come out the wash, damn sure
what?
it's in the rinse.
A butt check. How you do that? What's that? What?
It ain't what. Come on, Marcy. Marcy all up in the gutter.
What's a butt check? I'm trying to figure out what a butt check is, though.
Miss Arkansas,
Oh, it ain't what I think it is.
please explain to her what a butt check is. She gonna whoop that ass. All right.
Oh, that's what they. Okay. Duh.
Tanisha said, "Marcy, please don't ask, please." She gonna whoop that ass. All right.
I was confused.
Rachel, what the what? And we got a moment. We got a moment from Rachel tonight as well. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. But I would, like y'all said, we're not looking. We're not opening up a Pandora's box. We're not looking for something to happen. So, do I trust completely? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely. Oh, she said no. That ain't it. Okay, so I'm curious now. What the hell is a butt check then? I'm lost. All right. Byron says in the South, the women do the cornmeal test.
Okay, y'all got two things.
Yes, they losing me on these.
Y'all got.
I never heard of any of
cornmeal
these.
check is and what the butt check is.
Joan Brown said if cheating is the deal breaker, break up. If it's not, work it out. Yeah, we need to. Marcy, make sure we're gonna get these answers before we get out of here. All right.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, man. I don't trust 100% nobody. Because everybody has that opportunity to be deceitful. Because they don't want, and it's not necessarily being deceitful, but they just don't want to hurt your feelings, so they don't tell you everything. But wouldn't you rather hear it right off as opposed to hearing it later on down the line after you put all of your trust into this person?
That's one reason too. Before you really start getting really serious or marrying someone, that you need to really try to get to know that person. And I know sometimes you're not going to really, until you're actually living with the person, spending more time and over time, get to know the person a little bit better. But then too, sometimes you think you know the person and you don't. Look at the marriages 20, 30 years down the line. You thought you knew the person, but then things come out. And then two people change.
Angie says communication. Damn it. Hey, what am I trying to say?
You don't say.
I
don't know. I said you don't say. I don't know.
I'm going to say it. Is being able to apologize, is that a sign of emotional intelligence? Or is it just you trying to get out?
I think it's a sign of maturity.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's maturity. you have to get to a point where, and to me, it's not important to me who's wrong and who's right. Sometimes we get so caught up in which one of us is wrong, and so we can't even see the forest for the trees.
See, I'm guilty of that. I'll be the first one to admit I'm guilty of that. I want to be right, but you know, I will get into it, but sometimes I catch myself and I'll stop. You know,
and you know, and then sometimes it's both of you. You know, you might have done something that's wrong. You're wrong, but it could have been my reaction and things that I've done also that contributed to certain things. So a lot of times it's not just the one person that's wrong. It can be both of you. So like Gina said, it's not whether who's right, who's wrong. Let's see what happened, what's the root of that problem, and let's see how we can move forward from that happening again.
Okay, Rachel says an apology means that you're not going to do it again, not that you just want things to be okay. Here's your answer to the cornmeal test. Byron says the cornmeal test is when the woman has the man drop his pants. She throws cornmeal on his private parts, and if there's any significant sticking of the cornmeal, then it's likely the infidelity has occurred.
Get out.
That is just nasty.
Get out.
Jones says yes.
Get
Maturity
out of
will
here.
mark above conflict. I don't know. He said. So let's see what they say about being able to. Is that emotional? Whatever. Here.
Those people, once again, are not emotionally intelligent. The way that I know that people are not, I see how people apologize. The most vulnerable act that you can do as a human is apologize. Because when you apologize, yes, that's one of the most vulnerable. Yes, because in that apology, whenever you are apologizing, right, this means this goes two ways. You are acknowledging that you have possibly stepped out of your integrity or your morality and offended somebody. That takes a great level of vulnerability. In those apologies, most times there are two emotions and feelings that show up: guilt and shame. To be able to acknowledge that I feel guilty or I feel ashamed, there's some sort of shame, and I have to sit in this, understand it, so that way as I process it, I can apologize to you and actually admit that I have offended you and give you some type of plan of action to create some type of resolve.
Right.
People will scream, oh, I have a high EI, I have a high EQ. Do you apologize?
Okay. I get it. Karen says, who's right all the time? You have to be big enough and humble enough to admit wrong.
Yes.
Arkansas says two wrongs don't make a right. Marcy, take us to the CEO.
All right, we're going to take a quick break to hear some gems of life from Ms. Rachel Gary.
Now we're going to go straight to it. I didn't have time to put the opening and the ending on this, so we're just going to go straight to it. Thank you, Marcy.
Hey there, CEO. When we're talking about building self-esteem, remember, you can't give over your power of your life to anyone else. You own the results. And building your self-esteem goes with, at the end of the day, knowing that you are worthy and knowing that anyone else who believes you're not worthy is bringing in negative energy. Relinquish the negative energy by taking back your ownership. And as being a CEO, that is you can do it. So be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You.
Let's go. Come on, man. Be up, out. Go ahead, girl. I like the little emoji she had on there too. All of them was explaining, just in case you can't read.
Oh,
that way you got the stop sign. You got all of that. Okay, so yeah, that's all good, man. Jadonna, sir.
Hey, Jadonna.
Wow.
What's the biggest plus or minus of being in a relationship to you guys? Let's start with the plus.
The biggest plus, the communication and trust. That's the biggest plus to me. When you have that, you have a foundation.
She said it takes Greg. Well, see, Gina, you know it's got to be a little bit more than that. We need a little bit more deeper than that, because I think in a relationship, you know, you got somebody that you can always talk to.
Right.
You know, you got somebody that if you're feeling bad, that person, if it's a good relationship, that person is going to be there to let you know that it's going to be okay. I got your back. You know,
your support system.
I think that's a plus. So, yeah, your support system. Absolutely, Marcel. You can go ahead and espouse a little bit.
So, you know, that's what I was looking at. You have that support system always there. Yep, I like what Natalie says. Companionship is a plus. Our viewers are getting it. Sharing life with someone. Those are a lot of great pluses. And like you said, Gina, when you're talking about I missed his. Was that Byron?
No, that was Miss Arkansas.
What'd she say?
Miss Arkansas is in rare form tonight. I'm telling you.
Hey,
Byron's place. Big time.
Woo! Those two together, I do not want ever those two in the same room.
No, read that one for us, Marcella.
The biggest plus to me is being with someone I can find comfort in. Our chemistry and vibes mix. I can be me. That's that right there.
Yeah.
That right there. Yes, all of those.
Yeah. Byron says
including Miss Arkansas.
Byron says the plus is that you're in a relationship, and the minus is that you're in a relationship. So let's get to the minus.
It just depends on what type of who you're in a relationship with. If you're in a relationship where you're not really getting along with the person, you're constantly bickering, you're not compatible, that right there would be a couple of the minuses. You know, you got to be able to get along with the person. You got to be compatible. You know, you don't have to do everything together or have all of the exact same hobbies and likes. And that's sometimes what makes it a relationship interesting, where they can bring new things to you for you to try, things that you might not have, you know, thought that you might like, and things of that nature. But the minuses is if it's somebody that's just negative, you just don't get along with. I need my peace. I cannot be in a relationship with someone that I'm going to constantly argue with. We just don't see head to head on anything. I can't do that. I don't like to argue. Don't raise your voice at me. Definitely don't put your hands on me. I'm going to jail. Yeah. I'm gonna die trying to kill you. I don't do that. And I don't understand those relationships.
Go ahead, Gina.
Minus is bad sex.
Is what?
She just straight up said minus is bad sex.
Right, straight up. But didn't you say it on another show? You can teach them. You can teach somebody.
Yeah. They got to be willing to learn.
So they
have to be willing to learn.
See,
you can't teach them, but it could put a strain on that relationship too.
Man, look. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay. Shajava says you want. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You're gonna go through it with anyone. It's just if that person's worth going through it with. We all have flaws, and that's true. You know, there's gonna be things that you're gonna go through, but if it's if it's a type of person where you're constantly going through and you're going through and you're going through and there are no changes, and the person, you know, neither one of you want to change or try to make things better, no. Yeah. Go ahead, Joan. Peace. All right.
Everybody agrees with you, Gina. You said that's sex, boy. If you ain't got that sex, then you've been vexed.
Look, yeah, you vexed. You've been fired too.
Miss Arkansas says the minus is not trying that trash out. Oh. So you couldn't. So Gina, you couldn't teach, huh? You're too old to teach now, right?
No, that's not so. I think, like I said, they have to be willing to learn, though. You know, not stuck in your ways.
Yeah, but if you come into go ahead.
But you know what, Greg? The three of us are older, and you have to look at sometimes. Whereas someone might have been married for years, and okay, when we're talking about intimacy in their relationship, in their marriage. For these years, they could have been with someone for 30, 40 years, and they liked doing things a certain way. But then when they come to this new relationship, this new marriage or whatever, in our older age, you know, things are different. Maybe I like it this way, but the ex, you know, or who they were married to for all these years, and now, you know, she's gone or whatever, or they grew apart after all the kids left out or whatever. You know, that's not how I like it. You know, it might have just been this one position and just this is it once a month, you know, and then I could be completely different. And then that's where it comes in. You have to learn the new person. And like, you know, we talked about earlier, you can teach somebody, you know, maybe have to teach them something, but again, they have to be willing to learn and not stuck in their ways and be willing to please.
Donna says, don't bring that old ish from your past relationship over here. We swinging from ceiling fans over here. All right, well.
What she said what she said.
I hope there's a good brace on the roof when you try to get on that ceiling fan. Because
those ceiling fans ain't put up there strong.
Jones says, at my stage in life, compatible companionship is very attractive, but I really love my own company. Yeah, I hear y'all. I'm you know, never mind.
Nope.
Again, no,
penny for your thoughts. Penny for your thoughts. Spit it out.
I ain't have problems with, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be. I don't want to be too transparent, but I can say this. At the beginning, when I first meet this person, and not meet this person, the first time we're doing it, I might disappoint. I might fizzle out. I ain't gonna lie. But after that,
you might fizzle out.
Yeah, I might fizzle out. You know, because it's new, you know, and you know, everything is different now. So you ain't used to that. So 3 minutes go by and it's over. All right. But
you ain't got to go into no details, Greg.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Arkansas says she wants some company now. Joan Brown says if they don't like jazz and blues, we can't talk. I hear you. So is that bad though for you to be telling them, if you can't do this, I don't want you. If you can't do that, I don't want you. That could be your Prince Charles. That could be your mate for life. But you already predisposed because he don't do this or he don't do that or he can't do this or maybe he was too anxious the first time and you know, give him that break.
Too anxious.
First impressions, bro.
On that note, Natalie said, Greg, 3 minutes. No, I was look.
Natalie, I started to say something about that. I heard that too. I was like, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. That's my brother, so I wasn't gonna harp on it.
Y'all know me. Look, say what you gotta say. If it's true, it's true. If it ain't, it ain't. I'm not gonna be hurt by what nobody says. I live peacefully. I know who I is. Who that is, Harpo. Anyway, on that last comment, Greg, 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 45 seconds to be exact, 45 Natalie.
5 seconds. Put them seconds in there.
Stop, watch. I had my phone up on the wall, and I knew when to start, and I knew when to stop. Cynthia's Rudd. I'm calling her Cynthia Rudd now. She said, I'll take 3 minutes.
You know what?
I'm on my way.
She cutting up.
I'm on my way.
Oh.
So by the time I get there,
you don't get a whooping, Miss Arkansas.
Okay, I know I said she need a whooping.
He said Greg only deals with throat goats.
Oh.
Marcy, would you like us to explain what throat goats are too?
Oh my goodness.
I'm scared. I just it's 7:53. No, let's
You sure?
The show. I'm positive that.
Think about
on that note, hey, November 10th,
Authors Guild.
Come on, Gina.
Distinguished Authors Guild, right here at Theater 47. If you are an author Register your book. If you think you have an award-winning book, put it out there. This platform gives so many different ways to promote your books, to get your books out there. This is another platform. We're honoring authors. We're giving them what they need to get out here and new audiences for their books to be in front of. Register. Go to Distinguished Authors Guild Facebook page. Click on the registration form. Everything is there in detail. November 10th, it is going to be live.
All right.
Yeah. It's going to be something else, you guys. You guys gotta come.
What's the color?
It's going to be different. I'm gonna be in my jeans and gym shoes.
The color is gold. Everything that glitters is gold.
Gold.
Okay. Y'all read that? Miss Arkansas said her book should be ready before
Come on, Miss Arkansas.
Hey, John
Registration
Brown,
ends at the end of May, though, Miss Arkansas. It has to be ready by the end of May.
Her book should be all right. Yes, be transparent with what you want and don't want. The goal is your happiness, and that is self-care, not selfish. Say yes, Joan. Yes. Angie probably over there. I don't want to see. She sound like a anyway. She said, "Okay, Gina. Okay." Y'all keep forgetting to put the word "damn it" behind that. Okay, when somebody needling you about something, a little book or something like that. Okay, damn it.
No, Greg. No.
Put it behind that. I didn't say all that, but anyway, man, that's the relationship roundtable today, man. Okay, shout out to Uncle Mo. Shout out to Jeff Rutherford, Chris Mills. All right, shout out to everybody out there, man. And again, man, check on your people. Yes. Check on your people. Let them know that you love them. Let them know it's, you can't tell them it's going to be all right, but kind of reassure them that everything is going to be different. Okay, you just got to talk to somebody. You just don't give up. You got to talk to somebody. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. Everybody wants to feel loved. Okay, but when you get to a point where you don't feel any of that, and you're all alone, you don't see anybody else, you got him. All right, just drop to your knees and have a talk with God. Let him know you're struggling right now. Help me out. Help me out.
And you can also call 988, which is the mental health crisis line. I know for a fact I was with someone, they called and they were Johnny on the spot. 988 is the mental health crisis line. You can get someone on the line immediately. They can talk with you, get you help to come out. There are a lot of, I know in the state of Indiana and more than likely in other states, there are mental health crisis response teams. Get help. If you don't remember 988, call 911. Let them know you need to have a mental health wellness check. But please get help. Family members, get help for your family. Stop in the Black, brown community saying, oh, that's just how they are. They are always like that. Stop the stigma of mental illness where you are embarrassed. There is nothing to be embarrassed about with a mental illness. It is really no different than having cancer, diabetes, or some other chronic illness. There's help out there. Please get help for yourself and or your people.
Absolutely. Gina?
I second that, but I always make it my business every month to go through my phone and call someone that I have not spoken to in a long time. If you're in my phone, you're in my phone for a reason. But we forget sometimes when we don't have those conversations every day, when we don't speak to individuals every day, we forget about those people. And so I do that every month. I just go through and I'll say, let me call this person just to let them know, hey, I'm still thinking about you. We may not speak every day, but you're still on my mind. You're still in my prayers. It's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes that one little gesture may mean a lot to that individual.
Absolutely.
And Greg, can I say something else? I want to piggyback off what Gina just said. I'm in Northwest Indiana, Joan. Also, for elderly, one of the quickest ways for them to go down is when they're not having someone to talk to. If you know someone that's an elderly that pretty much stays in their house, don't get out, talk to their family, or you go. Take them out for lunch. Take them out. The warm weather is starting to come back. Take them just to walk around the block or something. Get them out of the house. When they're sitting all day long, or they're in the bed all day long, their body starts, they lose the use of their muscles. Mentally, they start going down. That's one of the quickest ways for someone that's elderly to start going down. Keep them engaged, even if it's just going to spend a half an hour or an hour regularly, or having different ones to go in to check in on them, to talk with them.
Live, man, love, laugh. That's how you enjoy life, okay? This is Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.
Adios.